How to sit like an alpha male. 3 dominant alpha male seating positions revealed. Now, if you take a look at how most beta males sit, you'll notice that most beta males pretty much sit like women. They've got their knees crossed like this, they take up very little room, and they're often in a very passive, even submissive position, like this. It's very feminine, and very few guys can pull this off. The only guy I can think of who can pull this off is Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke often sits like this, but he's able to pull it off. Why? Because he's Mickey Rourke. So unless you're Mickey Rourke, you'll probably want to implement a more masculine way of sitting, one that is attractive to the opposite sex, one that doesn't make you look like a woman. So here are my top 3 most dominant alpha male seating positions that you can start using today. Seating position number 1, ankle on your knee, like this. You want to have your right arm up, like this. And if there was an armrest on this couch, which there's not, so what? You're not going to use it. You never want to lean on anything. You never want to lean against furniture, walls, mirrors, whatever. You don't want to lean on anything. You want to support your own weight using your body posture alone. Now notice how I'm taking up much more space. My legs are in a wider position. I'm not like this anymore. I'm not like, ooh, don't talk to me. Ooh, don't notice me. Okay? I'm in a much more open position. I'm in a position where I'm much more free, much more comfortable, and much more open to conversation if the right woman happens to pass by. And this is alpha male seating position number 1. This is going to be the most common way you're going to sit from now on. Now, seating position number 2 is where you simply pull forward, legs apart, and hands together. And this is seating position number 2. Notice how I'm still taking up a lot more space. I'm still very open and very free. It's a very comfortable position. And I'm open to conversation if the right woman happens to pass by. Okay, you can also just put your hands on your knees like this. Same effect. Okay, so this is alpha male seating position number 2. And finally, alpha male seating position number 3 is where you're going to simply hang back, legs crossed, hands together, or you could do what I do, hands up like this. This is probably one of the most comfortable seating positions there is. Okay, this is alpha male seating position number 3, by the way. Okay, and one of my favorites because it allows you to just hang back, relax your back, relax your neck, and you could just observe everything going on around you. Okay, whether you're sitting in a park, you're sitting outside somewhere, or even if you're sitting in a lounge or a bar or a restaurant, this is a very comfortable yet very dominant alpha male seating position. Most guys, most beta males are not going to have the courage or they're not going to be secure enough with themselves to sit like this. Why? Because it draws too much attention to them. It's too open for them. Most beta males don't want that kind of attention. They actually want to sit like this. They want to sit like, oh, don't talk to me. I'm shy. Don't notice me. Don't make fun of me. They don't want to sit like this. They're not willing to just let themselves go. And these are things that are just so basic. They're so subconscious to the mind, but they're so powerful because attractive women do pick up on this stuff. A lot of times they don't even know. They're not even aware of it. That's why I say it's subconscious. They're not aware of it consciously that you're displaying this type of body language, that this type of dominant alpha body language, even just sitting. Okay, because if you're sitting like this and an attractive woman were to walk by, I mean, subconsciously in her head, you know, seeing a man sit like this, sit like a woman, subconsciously when she's walking by, she's not really thinking anything other than, why is that guy so passive? Why is that guy so weak? Okay, as opposed to if you're sitting like this, completely different story. If you're sitting like this and an attractive woman walks by, what do you think this says to her? What do you think this communicates to her? Okay, what it communicates is that guy is comfortable with himself. That guy is not afraid. That guy is dominant. That guy is in control of his environment. His environment isn't controlling him. Okay, that's what this type of seating position communicates. That's what this type of body language and posture communicates. And most people who are not secure with themselves will walk by and see you sitting like this and they'll think, man, what a douche. Or man, who does that guy think he is? Because they're not secure enough with themselves to sit like this. You know, even if they know it's more comfortable, they won't do it. They'll purposely, you know, just kind of do that, you know, that like, oh, one of these things, because they're not secure with themselves and they're not free. So this is alpha male seating position number 3. Now, notice how I can easily slide right back into position number 2, where I pull forward, legs apart, hands together, and now I'm back in alpha male seating position number 2. And just as well, you can easily slide back into position number 1, where you got your leg up here on your knee, arm up on the couch, and now you're back in seating position number 1. So you see how easy it is to shift back into any of the 3 dominant alpha male seating positions if your arm starts to fall asleep or your leg starts to fall asleep. You can easily shift around and still maintain that alpha male body posture.